Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenarios. In the previous section, we discussed about to the how to get the customer record ID from the parent to child, and how to handle to the previous section. And now we are going to discuss about how to create the record from the JS without creating to the Apex class. Let's see the here how we are going to develop. So in the last section, we are mapped by the customer ID only, but now we have to map it by the some other fields as well. So some other fields, nothing but the here, come to the our screen. So here we have the plan name. So plan name and plan type also be in the previous screen, right? How we are going to get it by the from the previous screen, nothing but the fourth page to fifth page. In the fourth page, already we defined to the plan information. In this plan information, we stored by the plan amount, plan name, and plan type also this. So now this is we are passing to the from the parent to child. So here we have to take it by the in the child component one more property that is called the plan information. Now again API plan info save. This is we are calling into the in the parent component. So here we have to take it by the plan info, step case format. So save and deploy. Now come to the our fifth page. Now our hand is the plan info now. So now here we have to map it by the next one is the plan name. So what is the API name of the plan name? See here, this is the plan name. Plan name. This should dot plan info dot plan name. We are giving to the plan name. Right, in the fifth screen, we are giving to the, in the fourth screen, we are giving to the plan name. Right, here, we have to declare the variables. See here, plan name, plan type, plan amount, all are the capital letters A and T. Okay, so similar way, here also we are given by the exactly thing. Next one is the plan type. What is the API name of the plan type? This is the plan type. So here, this dot plan info dot plan type. So now in the previous video we given by the here statically, right? What is the plan type, plan names also here. We can give it by the now dynamically plan info dot plan name. Now here we can give it by the plan type, plan info dot plan type. Now amount also here we have to the plan info dot plan amount. Now we are giving the dynamically here. Earlier we are giving the statically. So once deploy, I will show you all those information. So now we have to store by the customer ID, plan name, plan type, and one more field here. What are the fields we have? Start date and time. Okay, we can give it by the start date and time. So that is the field. Let's come to the here. So this should dot plan start. Sorry, this is the end time, right? Today date we need to map it. So here new date here. Okay, so these are all the fields for the subscription information. Subscription information, customer name, plan type, and date we are giving. Now, how we are going to create the records? So before creating records, we need to set up by the which object, right? Record inputs equals to object API name. What is in which object you are going to create? Object API name here we have to give it What is our object name? Come to the details. So subscription, comma, fields we need to give it, right? This is the fields, what we are taking the fields. Now let's see the how to create a record from the JS. How to create a record from the JS. See here, create record. Here we are going to give it by the record input. Here we are storing, right, API name of the object and fields. Now we have to identify this record is successfully created or not. So then result dot catch. If it is getting the any error, we have to give it by the here any error. This is the error log. So console dot log subscription creation error for identification purpose plus error. It is the success means just we have to give it by the success block to the here. Success. Okay. This is the success block. So like this, we are going to create a record without the help of the Apex class. We can give it by the, what is our object names and fields. Here, as per the requirement, we are mapping by the data background only. We are not mapping by the any front end. So directly we can create a record from the JS without using the Apex class, This is for the creation of the subscription. Then next we can see the how to create for the invoice details. Handle, create. Next object is the, after creation of this, we have to create by the invoice details. So let's see the what are the fields in the invoice details. So edit object, this one. Click on new. So what is the customer name again here? Once we can create the subscription, that is also we are mapping by the subscription number. How much is the payment? That is the monthly or quarterly wise they have the here. That is the amount, 399 or 499 that is. And the payment date, when it is the payment, and payment status is the success. We have to map it by the, these 5 fields information. Already in our hand is the customer name. So again, we can create by the one more method is the create invoice details. Now here constant fields. So here field API names. Let's see the first customer name. So customer name. So here this dot customer ID. Next one is the, what is the next one is the subscription number. How to get by the subscription number? Just we are created, right, subscription. Just we are created by the subscription. How to get it by the subscription number means here to we are getting by the subscription number. Result to dot ID. It is written to the what is the record now created, right? That record ID written by the here small I. We can give it by the small I here. Record ID. Those the record ID we can pass it to this method. Why? Because means we have to relationship between these two objects, subscription and invoice. That's why. So this method we can call it to the here. Once it is the subscription successfully created, then we have result to dot ID. So now it is the parameterized method. So this is the subscription ID sub ID. I am giving just shortcut form sub ID. Okay, now here we can give it by the subscription API name. So here this is the subscription number, subscription API name. So here we have the sub ID. Next is the amount field. Amount. So this dot plan info dot plan amount. Right, in the plan amount only we have. So next is the plan amount, also amount is done. Payment to date and time. So payment to date and time we need to record by the here with the timestamp also, right? So here we have to take it by the new date here. So payment to date and time. Sorry, new date. So next one is the payment status. Payment status, we can give it to the here. Success. So these are all the information we are giving to the here, and other than that, we have to give it by the card number, card type, is it credit card or debit card, card on name, person name we are giving a card on name. These three values also we need to map it. So let's come to the here, search with the card number. So where we are store the card number, already we are taking the one method right here, initially here, card details of this. Now we can get it by the from the here, this dot, card details dot, card number. So here card type, next is the card type. Card type is the, we are taking the select options right here, either credit card or debit card. What we are selected the value here stored by the in this dot selected card. So next one is the card on the name. This one also we are stored into the this dot card details dot card on name. This is right. We are giving the namings here. Card on name. This one. Okay. So now we are mapped by the, these all the information fields. What are the fields we have the required? That all the fields we are given to the here. Then finally we have to insert record, right? Record input API name. Object API name we need to give it by the here. Invoice details here. And here we can give it by the fields. So create record input. So now here also we have to identify it is success or failure. So here result catch error. Same type console log we can take it by the here also. It is the error for the invoice creation error. This one for the invoice success. So this is the logic we have the implemented. Okay. So now this methods also we are calling to the from this method, right? Now this method we need to call it by the our actual method. So this dot separate methods. If you want in the future, we can add ons or any issues also we can easy to identify. Separate create methods we are taken. Okay. Let's save this and deploy. So now in HTML also we can deploy. This is the final step. Let's see the how to create the records. Before creating the records, we can see this customer, how many records at present. This is the customer. They don't have the any subscription details and invoice details at present. This customer don't have the any details. Okay, let's see the here now. Come to the our app page. So refresh by the page. So here we can give it by the phone number, login page, get plan details, get select plan. Here we are selecting by the quarterly plan, premium. See here quarterly premium 599. Once you click on to the make a payment, see here premium quarterly 599. It is the updated by the details. Now I am selecting by the credit card here. Credit card. This is the number I am giving to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. This is the we are going to give by the 10th month. 29 is the year. Card name is the Abhiram. We are giving. So then finally we click on to the save bit button. We have to click on the submit button. Then records will be the created to the respect of the this customer. So submit. Let's come to the here. Refresh by the page. See here, we can able to create the record, right? So we are selected by the plan type is the plan name is the premium and the plan type is the quarterly. It's a date and time. And here card type is the credit card. Amount is the this one. And we have the interlink to this one also. Like this, we can able to create a record without help of the Apex class. Okay, so like this, we can create the records to the database. After that, we can just to give to the end user, right? Successfully payment is done. Message. So that message we can give it by the here. After that, so already we have to the handle to the up to this one, right? We can remove this one also. In the payment details section, we can take it by the here. Template, if true. Here we have to give it by the information. So display success. So here we can give it by the success message to the user. So successfully payment is the completed. Okay, we have to give it by the here. So here we can give it to the success message. So here we have to write it by the thank you. Successfully completed your payment. So next line we are going to give it by the break. So here we can give it to the information. So enjoy the unlimited streaming. Okay, we can give it by the streaming unlimited. Okay, so just we are giving to the this message. Save. So now this one we can give it by the here. Display message equals to, by default it would be the false. Once payments is the done, right, successfully record creation in this screen, this dot we can make it as the true. So now in this screen, if it is the false only, we need to display by this information. template. If false, display success. Up to this screen will be the bottom right here. We have to display by this one message. So this one also, if you want to give it by the align to this content. And here we have to give it by the font bold also. If you want, we can give it by the font bold. Okay, let's save and deploy. Let's see the one more record for the same customer. So here we have to the refresh by the page. This is right. Refresh by the page. Once we click on the submit, now it will be displayed by the success message. So let's come to the here. Get plan details. Get select plan. Here we have to select by the now standard plan. Let's take by the half year. Earlier we are taken by the quarterly rate. Standard plan. Click on to make payment. See here standard plan. This will be the not changed, right? We can take it by the half yearly. Then here standard plan. See here it is up here. Now we are taking by the debit card. Now we have to take it by the different information to the here 05 30. So Abhiram we are giving. Once we click on the submit, see here, thank you for the successfully, your payment is complete, enjoy the unlimited streaming. So if you want, you can design the some box as well for this also. Now here you can come to the here, we can refresh by the page. We can create the information here. See here, now is the half yearly amounts. Like this, we can display the success message also. So last one and final one is the only one thing. If might be customer come to the from the create a new record. We need to create this record as well, right? How we are going to create a record to the here. From the create a record screen to we can create the record here. So how we are going to create the record from the, let's see the here. Same thing. Here also we can do the here. How we are going to display the or creating to the information. Let's see the here. Okay, so now come to the here. Once it is successfully create operation from the here, let's close this all. Come to the back to the screen too. I think we are created already record here. We have the hold by the customer ID also, right? Here also we can take it by the customer ID. Better the all the places we have the one naming. So here we have the customer ID and top also we can take it by the customer ID. All are we are defining the same thing, right? Customer ID. So when you are submitting to this, it is handle submit. It is created by the new record. Then after we have to navigate to the plan page 3, right? After that, we have to display by the plan details. Once successfully created, we have to display by the one information to the here successfully created by the your record. Then we have to go to the plan details page. So here we have to take it by the separate division tag. So successfully created your new account. Let's break this here. we have to take it by the navigating to the next page, plan lightning button. So here we have to give it by the select a plan. For example, in the page 1, we are giving right, select a plan. So brand get plan details. This is the button, same we are giving to the here as well. So once they can click on to this one, we need to display by the same screen. In the page 1, we are displaying now in HTML, display plan details. This is the navigating to the next screen. Same copy to this, we can give it by the screen 2 here. This is the separate template, and this one also with the separate template here. This one we can give it to the align to the center. So this is the separate template. If true, display customer details are display, we have to the created screen, created display, created information info. Up to this one. So here we can give it by the this variable into the here we can define, and one more also here display plan details. This one also be the here. So now these two we can make it as the true when we click on to the handle submit. Handle submit we need to, so this should dot. This one display plan details is the true. This should dot display. So here created info equals to true. This would be the first, make it as the false. This one no need to here. After customer created information true, and main screen we no need to display right, this whole screen. So this is the here we can take it by the another template. If true, display customer details. Up to here. Right, display, this is the created information. Now we have to take it by this variable as well. By default, we can make it as the true, this one. So this we can give it by the here false. So when they click on to the here, this one make a, so get plan details. This is the separate method. When we click on to that, we need to display by the plan details. So now this time we can make it as the, this one is the false. Success information we can make it as the false, and we need to display the plan details screen. This dot plan details equals to true. This one make it as the false. Let's save, deploy this one whole component. Let's see the here how we are going to create it by the new screen from the customer. So let's refresh by the page. So create account. Here we are going to give it by the Abhiram. So we are going to give it by the 888 for difference purpose. So here I'm going to give it by the phone number. So 888-779 I'm giving to the here. Okay, so next is the here we are going to give it by the test@test.com email, Once I click on the submit, it will display by the success message. This is right now we are developed by this is the success screen message will be the appear. After that, it is the navigating to the next screen. Once we click on the get plan details, this screen will be the appear. Submit. So I think the page is not refreshed properly. Let me see record is created or not. So this is the come to the customer details. Record is created successfully, right? But here screen is the not redirect properly. So if it is the true, then only right. I think so. Come to the here created info. So created info is the true, and display customers equals to false. We are given, and come to the next. So the screen is the need to execute first. Okay. Let me see that is how it is not executing customer ID. This is the customer ID we have. That is also be defined. So let's see the one more time. Page is the we have to refresh. So create account. So B we have to give it by the 888 from. So now we are going to give it by the all the 7s. Test. Click on submit. Now also it's not triggering. Let me see the console log. So customer created record, it's coming by the successfully. Here ID is the coming, but here this is the not be the executed. Success message, it is the getting now here we have the success record ID. But not sure why it is not refreshing. So this is the information. Customer details equals to the false. Then this would be the true. Create information, right? This is the true we are given. So let's see the here again. So after division, this is fine. This is the information we need to display template. This is the separate template. First we have to display by this one. Okay, let's redeploy one more time. We can see. This is the template. If it is true only, we need to display by the customer details. Let's take to the here. We have to the console log dot. So what is the mapping to the here? We can check it. This and next one is the we can give it by the this one. Let's save and deploy. Let's here we can edit and save the page once better. Save back to the here. So create a record. So here Abhiram phone number we are giving to the 888 888 888. I am giving to the, all the 8s. test, click on submit. Let me the screen now. What happened to the here? So true and false. It is working fine here actually, but screen is the not updating. Let's see the here. True and false is the coming properly. This is the true. This is the false. But now here it is not appear to the here. What is the problem? We can see the here. So customer ID, this dot we have. Okay. So let me see the step by step. So let me remove all those things. First week again we can recreate. So these are all we can remove. So we can take it by these some other fields. So record created information also we can remove. So first we have to display by the display customer creation page. This is the by default we can give it by the true. And next is the we have to display by the success message, right? So display success message. Then we have to display the display plan details. So now this one we can give it by the when it is the this dot true equals to this is by default true, right? We can make it as the false, and this dot display success message equals to we are going to give it by the true. Display okay. So now here we are taken by the display creation page. This is for the here customer details page. Next is the success message. We can give it by the here success message. And next is the here we are taking to the display plan details, right? Display plan details is the true. And here we have to the display success message. We can give it by the false. Display plan details we can keep it is the as is. Let's see the here plan details. Okay, let's deploy this. Let's see the here. Maybe any typo mistake or any something we can't identify. So let's come to the here. We can refresh by the page. Okay, so let's create a record. So Ram Abhi, we can give it by this something phone number. Give it is so test phone. Click on submit. Okay, now it is successfully created message. It is showing. Might be something JavaScript space or something error. We can't identify exactly. Now we are changing the namings now. It is working fine. Now here we have to give it by the success message. We need to give it by the break is the new line. So that's why here we are going to give it by the break. Okay, let's it come by the separate new line. So let's come to the here. We can refresh by the again. Let me create. Okay, now it is disappear here. Why I'm not sure why it is appear with earlier. Now here we are going to create the record. Click on submit. Oops. Appear by this same line. I think so. Here some JavaScript issue means a div tag issue. Let me take this separate ln centers. Let's see. So here we can save it by the div tag. So between this, we can separate by the line. Let's deploy this. Save and deploy. Yeah, it is deployed successfully. Let's try this. So save. Back to the page. Sorry. Let's create. Yeah, now it's working fine. It is displayed by the new line. Okay, once we click on the get plan details, it is redirecting to the this page, and we can select by the plan. This is the normal scenario. So like this, we are going to create the new record, and finally we can save the plan details to the respective member. So let's create one new fresh record. So here we are going to give it by the new name. So Salesforce Abhignya. Okay, we are going to give it by the this is we can give it by the 888. So phone number something we are giving something here. Click on submit. Successfully created your account. Get plan details. Get plan. Select the by plan. Here we have to select by the yearly standard plan. Make a payment. Here we have to select by the credit card. Standard plan yearly amount is the 1099. So here we are going to give it by the card number. So 01. So here 26. Abhignya. Let's submit. So we have successfully created the your records. Enjoy the our details. Okay. So let's come to the here subscription page, or come to the customer, new customer. Just now we are created this one, right? See here, this is the new customer, and subscription and invoice details also be the generated. So like this, if you are going to create with a new record or existing customer also, we can able to create the subscription and invoice. Initially, when you are going to the new customer, we are creating new customer, then we can create with these records. Okay, like this, we can creating to the records without using the Apex class. So this is the overall of the OTT subscription mini project in the LWC. So this is the flow we have developed. So here phone number, based on that we can verify to the new or existing customer. If the new customer, we are enter the details, we can save the record, and existing customer, we fetch the records from the database, and they can start to the choose to the plan. Initially we can display by the all the plan details. Based on that, they can choose the plan. After that, we can enter by the credit card, debit card details. Then created the customer record, subscription and invoice records. So like this, we have to the implemented by the end-to-end functionality. So for the object model, already we discussed the OTT subscription for the, we are developed into the flows. In that flows records, you have to check it. In YouTube already I uploaded. In the flows, we have the implemented by the OTT subscription. At that time, we discussed to the data model. So you have to watch that. You can able to create these objects. So this one and subscription invoice details. Okay. And finally, I hope what we are learned up to now, these are all we have the learned, right? So how to create the records without JavaScript, and how to communicating the components, and how to interacting with to the parent to child, child to parent, and also how to get by the created record ID, and how to communicating, how to import by the static resources. All this we discussed. Okay. I hope it is very helpful to you how we are implemented by the end-to-end project and step by step. So please watch for the more videos. Stay tuned. Thank you.